going to talk about the little sister called voice. Can I have my presentation, please? As Liquid, this is who we are. We are a telecommunication service provider, and we've done over 9,435 kilometers of optic fiber, over 20,000 in Zimbabwe, and over 20,000 kilometers of optic fiber across Africa. Liquid in Zimbabwe is comprised of two companies. That's the Liquid part, which does enterprise, and the Zol Zimbabwe part, which does retail. So in this voice, this little triplet that we're talking about today, Liquid, the enterprise side, will look after business and the enterprise to provide this little voice triplet. And Zol looks after the retail and the home to provide the sales. Can I have the next one, please? This is the national coverage that Liquid has done on fiber. We've done all over Zimbabwe. The green lines are what's been done already, and the red are what's proposed or what's being done. Next one. International coverage. We're in 13 countries. Zimbabwe, Zambia, DRC, South Africa, Botswana, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Somalia, Lesotho, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Mauritius. And Liquid is the only company in Zimbabwe that's joined or linked to 5 different undersea cables, what SAT3, Telecom, Easy, and Teams in East Africa. I said today, Liquid has delivered triplets, but we are a big family. The children are many, and that's the list. But like I said, today we're talking about this one called voice. Next. Okay. And under this one called voice, the magic number to remember is 08677, wherever you are, and then your numbers will follow. That's the number to remember, 08677. Next one. Now, what I need to do is to define, we're talking about what we call next generation voice, and that's VoIP. Voice, VoIP. I'll read this for you. Voice over Internet protocol, that is what we call VoIP. Technology refers to a series of transmission capabilities that make communication over the Internet a possibility. VoIP is a methodology and a group of technologies for the delivery of voice communications and multimedia sessions over Internet protocol, what we call IP networks, such as Internet. Other terms commonly associated with VoIP are IP telephony, Internet telephony, broadband telephony, or broadband phone service. This is what we call the next generation of landline calling. Now, you will notice that I've highlighted the word Internet. This technology, this product is very dependent on reliable, resilient Internet. That's why Liquid has taken great pains to build a resilient, reliable technology, future technology friendly fiber network, so that we can provide that Internet. And only through that reliable kind and level of Internet can you get true benefits, true voice, true VoIP. Now I'll go next to show you the benefits. Okay, before the benefits, these are some of the gadgets we use for the headset, and the next one is on portable. Next one. Now the benefits. The first benefit that comes with VoIP is cost saving. You will save up to 35% of your cost, especially if you are an enterprise, or if you are a home user, or if you are a retail user. This has been empirically proven I've got a team of experts that have proved that, and they can show that in this time, day and time in Zimbabwe, where costs need to be controlled, this is a critical thing to keep in mind. A lot of enterprise clients, a lot of retail people spend a lot of money on their voice calls, and one of the biggest benefits of VoIP is cost saving, 35% up to 35%. The other advantage of VoIP is the number. Once you get the number, 08677 and numbers that follow, you can move with that number from any point, from any area in Zimbabwe. So it's geographically portable. Wherever there is internet, you can move with your number. So you no longer have the challenge of reapplying for a number when you move from Udiriro to Greyston Park, or from Borodale Brook to Kuadana, or from Harare to Bulawayo. You will use the same number so that people then identify your business, your home, your person with that number. It's a rich media service, multifunctional. Like I said, you can have video, voice, data through that service. Now, on the number that Liquid and Zone are providing, all numbers that have the 8677 prefix are free. When you call one number and you from one number to the other, it's free. It does not matter wherever you are, whether it's local or whether it's international. That's one of the reasons why I say there's a huge cost saving. If you're calling one office to the other, it's free. If you're calling a friend who is on the same numbering system, it's free. You can have free voice conferencing, you can have video conferencing as well. There are a lot of other things that the guys around will explain to you. And the one other very critical thing is it's high definition. I think sometime during this presentation there will be an opportunity to tell you how that quality, or for you to experience the quality of those calls within Zimbabwe and outside Zimbabwe. And now there is a huge difference between the quality of that sound when you compare the voice that passes through fiber and the voice that passes through copper. I won't go into the technical details, but that's a fact. This is because you get true broadband on the internet on fiber. And also anybody who is using VoIP, that's a first, not for Liquid only, but anybody who uses VoIP, you can have per second billing. And that's a first for landlines in Zimbabwe. Now, how to migrate to next generation voice? The option one, you can have your legacy PAD exchange to VoIP, or you can just go straight to the pure IP telephony. Next one. The on-net tariff that I was saying, Liquid on that network between whether it's provided by Zol or by Liquid is free. To fixed operators 5 cents, mobile 15 cents. It's so that whoever is here, whether it's an enterprise, whether it's a householder, or wherever you're coming from, please sign here and now. That's the reason we brought you here. And I've got the Liquid Telocm Zimbabwe and the Zol teams, they are ready within you or among you for you to sign now. Manage your communication, you have to cut your costs by 35%. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was just the teaser. For for what I have come here for. It is my singular honor and privilege to introduce to you our guest of honor, and our guest speaker. May I call upon you, sir, Engineer Dr. Sam Kundishora, please. Thank you.
Good evening to you all. Well, the response is weak, so shows that we are not very happy. Huh? Good evening to you all. Yes, that's better. That's better. That's better. I think I must consider myself very lucky because religion is following me all the time. Yesterday we had angelic visits and prophetic visits in our workplace. And I was actually saying to Prophet Magaya, what brings you to this part of the city where there are not so many people? And he said, I also visit the few. And when I came here, I had the MD also be making reference to biblical verses. And I said, oh, something must be happening. But surely it's not the end times as yet. So before I say what I would want to say very briefly, but let me recognize the presence of the MD of Liquid Telocm Zimbabwe himself, Makamure, and let me also recognize the master, the director of ceremonies. I don't know where he has gone to. It's always good to see you. And this time you are swimming in liquids. You are not really in ISO or ICT certification. I also must recognize the Director General Potras. You are most welcome, and your team. And I also must recognize Liquid Telocom management and staff who are here, and also captains of the IC industry and professionals who have come to support this very important launch. And also I won't forget my Chimonzo, who has also come to support Liquid. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was requested to come, I then had to ask myself, what is Liquid up to this time? Because, you know, Liquid is synonymous with a lot of other things. And at one time I often said to Makamure, we must keep you on a dish so that we know what you are doing and where you are going. And he always escapes. But this evening, he was talking about launching a voice service, the next generation voice service. And I'm still wondering how different that is to what we are used to. And he was here eloquently trying to make a case, trying to convince you that there is quality in everything, and I hope he will give us the tools to measure the quality of his service. But all the same, we want to believe as ICT professionals that there is a measure which differentiates sound and signals. And while we may not have sophisticated devices, we believe that God gave us the ears, and our ears will actually test this very innovative development that is coming from Liquid. I also took note of the expansion of the Liquid Telecom infrastructure. He spoke of 20,000 kilometers, and Liquid being in 13 different countries. And I once remarked that charity begins at home. And when we were at IAD, and I must recognize that some of the colleagues we have come from UK, they actually entered the room. When we were at IAD, I said to Makamure that as we drove into Victoria Falls town, you could hardly pass 100 meters without encountering a liquid flag of some sort. And then I said to him, this to me is very significant, because all the delegates, as they drive from the airport into the conference venue, they are met and greeted by liquid flags and liquid, what you might call, marketing devices. What it means is that liquid originates from here, and those people, when they see this proliferation, this expansion, this deliberate, display of liquid artifacts, it means therefore this is their home. So charity begins at home, and if liquid gives Zimbabwe the best of its services, wherever it goes, it is better marketed and also well received. I also want to believe that Potras, the Director General who is here, he was also listening when the MD was talking about his network and about the tariffs, and I think they need to be checked, because our coffers are a little bit dry, so we would want to find out whether something could trickle into our coffers. But what makes us very happy is the fact that these charges are actually per second. Per second billing, I am very much excited with per second billing concept. I was talking to someone at one time, and I was saying governments should deliberately invest in the ICT sector. Because if I have nothing against investment in the agricultural sector, we all need to eat, and it's very good. But you see, it takes time. You have to prepare the land. You have to actually put together the seeds, the chemicals, the fertilizers, and everything, the inputs, and then start planting. And you have to weed and chase away the queria birds and all those things. By the time you really get hold of the dollars from agriculture, there is considerable time period that elapses when you are actually pumping out money and not receiving anything. And then I say, yes, this is the first pillar of the economy. But there is also the second pillar, which is very, very important. And this is the pillar of mining. Mining is very good. We are a mining country. We accept that, and we would want to really remain a mining country and also benefit from it indeed. But you see, from the time the prospecting has been done, you then need to dig deep and bring the ores out. And you need to send them to the crushers and, crush that, and you have to go through the grading process. And also, you have then to go to the market and sell the minerals. What I'm trying to say is that from the time you decide to go into that particular venture, there is quite a lot of money you put in and the time spent before you get something. And I was not very popular when I made reference to the third pillar, which is the tourism. I won't explain, but tourism is now. Let me stop there. But then, what I'm trying to bring to your attention is the fact that per second billing is very important. because the gestation period is short. It is actually less than a second. That's what it means. Because the second billing, then the operators are getting money and government is also getting some money. And I am so excited about that. And I would want, for that reason, to support the innovation that Liquid has come with. We are also encouraged when our players in the ICT sector, make certain gymnastics in they jump, they dive, they swim, and they fly in the quest of bringing innovative ideas on the market and translating those into practical initiatives that benefit the people. This is quite exciting, and we believe that what Liquid is doing here will be emulated by others as well. I tried to look, I flipped through some papers and even on the internet to try and find out what this innovation would bring. And I won't repeat, but he said it eloquently what I found as well. That's where I was saying, when he spoke about the quality, when he spoke about the clarity, the reliability, well, we are so excited and we would want to see the response. I hope after a while, some study, some survey will be conducted to assess the impact of this new innovation in society. It will be exciting, and I hope you will share that experience and that results, that survey with us as well as with Portras. The other thing which was not mentioned by the MD, which I also found out when I was flipping through and trying to find out more about this innovation, is the capability to do video conferencing. And I think this is quite exciting. We grapple with the ideas and looking around for means and ways of bringing about video conferencing. So if this platform can actually give us video conferencing capabilities, then obviously I think that would be very good. That would be very good. I went to another African country, and when I was there, the video conferencing system was demonstrated to me. But what I noticed was that Dr. Bandingi could actually refuse to see me in his office, preferring to speak to me over this system. And I said, but that's not why I came here. I would not have come in the first place if he is refusing to see me while I'm at his secretary's desk. Because that actually was what was demonstrated, that you could see and even speak to a visitor who will be standing only a few meters away from you, but barring him from or her from entering your office. So this capacity is very interesting, and I just hope that we will one day gather again to test it, MD, to test the video conferencing capacity, which I think is very important. I would want, perhaps in conclusion, because this is a cocktail, that's why it's a cocktail, it has to be a little bit relaxed. I thought I would take this opportunity, allow me, MD, Liquid Telocom and management and staff, to take this opportunity to thank all ICT players who come to support national events. You have done very well, exceptionally well. And I must thank you most sincerely, because we as a ministry are humbled by the support we receive from the sector players each time we call for support. And it shows that you want to protect and support the image of the country, and for that we are truly grateful. I also feel that this is not the last time we are meeting on Liquid. We will meet again on Liquid, and perhaps others will follow suit, and we will meet again, maybe when Telecom have a similar thing, because it's not only the presenter of the Liquid, don't forget. There are others out there who have infrastructure, so we would want to do exactly the same thing. Competition is good, MD, and we accept it. So we should all applaud Liquid Telocom's efforts, particularly in bringing about this distinct innovation, which is the next generation voice services. And I would want to perhaps in launching it say congratulations MD, congratulations to Liquid Telocom, and also thank you very much for making Zimbabwe proud. Thank you.
Big round, ladies and gentlemen, to our guest of honor once again for gracing the occasion. Thank you so much, Engineer Dr. Kundishora, for gracing the occasion. Thank you so much. 08677 to 08677, it's free. Wherever you are, in Zimbabwe, outside Zimbabwe, you carry it with you, and it's all free. And again, one very important feature that I picked out is the tariff that they have is 10 cents, whereas others are way up there, so it's 10 cents, and it's really wonderful to have such a facility in place. We have a card draw now, which is the next item that we have. Those that have dropped their cards in a vault somewhere, but I have the bowl that we can use and ask the guest of honor to come and do the draw. The draw is going to be for 3 very lucky people that are going to walk away with fantastic prizes. The next generation connectivity, which is the voice connectivity. You don't know what you're going to win is the, thank you very much. If you